I love listening to Grant whistle. It always means he's happy and productive. He's editing my roller thingy to make it a little higher and a little longer. I think that will make it more comfortable for me in the long run. So, because I'm going to be doing this for a few more days. So, we'll just have to catch my dismount on this and see how well I do. Well, I figured out what works better than sandpaper, you guys, and it is these grill cleaning blocks. These are marvelous. They bring up they scratch the floor the way they're supposed to, but they also bring up any little small pieces of paint that need to come up or that are loose at the edges. So this is a really nice way to finish this off before vacuuming and painting. However, they smell like rotten eggs. So we're having to deal with some rotten egg smell in here right now. My friend and new citizen Lorena is helping me. Thank you, Lorena. So we'll show you what it looks like. All right, so I promised you guys a dismount, and this dismount is occurring with me having a back that hurts. So this should be really interesting. Okay, let's see here. All right. Okay, so I'm down. I'm down, sort of on my knees. Probably not a good place for me to be on my knees, but I can't help it. All right, so now, all right, here we go. Here we go. Getting out of downward dog is the hard part, but we'll see if the coyote can do it. Here we go. Here we go. Yay! I did it! Okay, you guys. Once again, laugh among yourselves. Well, Heidi ho. I am laying down my third coat of glitter on this main section here where I'll have my crafting tables and stuff. And as I've been painstakingly painting this thing again and again, I have been thinking about what you must be wondering, which is why in the HE double toothpicks is this woman spending so much time on her floor, for crying out loud? A little bit of glitter was good, okay, it was sparkly and all that, and looked great. Now time to move in that display furniture, slap up your merchandise, and try and get some people to sign up for classes, right? I mean, really, I'm sure that's what a lot of you guys are thinking. And, those are very, very real questions. And all I can say to you is that a brand is defined by a lot of things. It's defined by the culture of the company. It's defined by its logo. It's defined by its color scheme. It's defined by many things. It's also defined often by its visuals, what it makes you feel when you walk inside the corporate offices or when you buy something that's in a particular sort of packaging that we recognize anywhere, that sort of thing. And I'm coming to realize that this glittery floor, this is a major part of my branding. It says a lot about me, what I like, what I think is beautiful and valuable, and all of that. So this floor is, pardon the pun, the foundation of my branding in my bricks and mortar retail business. So because it is foundational to who I am, what I like, what I want people to remember after they walk out of here for the first time is this floor. So I know that it's important that I give it the time and attention that it deserves, and that I don't scrimp on stuff, and that I paint until I realize it's done. When I will know it's done, when I know it's done, and not one brush stroke sooner. So, okay, so where am I in that process? Well, this is the third coat of a floor paint that has the maximum amount of suggested glitter. 4 packets, 400-gram packets per gallon. So I, after 3 coats of this stuff, I can feel in my bones that it's done, that this is all the glitter I need. I've pretty much gotten there. However, the part that isn't done is the protective coat, the top coat per se, because a lot of this glitter is right there at the surface. When I scratch my can across the top, I see that some little pieces of glitter will be dislodged, which means I really need at least 2 coats of clear polyurethane coating on top of this paint. So when I am done, and I will just barely have enough paint to finish this side of the floor, I'm going to head up to my favorite sometimes the words just escape me. It's one of those stores you buy hardware in. It's a hardware store, yes. I'm going to head up to my favorite hardware store, and I'm going to pick up some polyurethane. Now, I may pick it up at Sherwin-Williams, but I'm not sure that Sherwin-Williams polyurethane is better than, say, Rust-Oleum's or any other brand. I know their paint is better. I know that from experience. So I'm not quite sure. I need to do a little more research, figure out if they do something different or special with their polyurethane floor coating. But if they don't, I'm going to find something at the other store. And the other store is the one where I bought this glittery paint. And those people, even though I'm waiting for 2 more gallons of that stuff to get here, their customer service has been wonderful. And incidentally, it is the True Value hardware store in Clovis, California, that has given me so much help and has stuck with me while this paint keeps not getting here. And so I just really appreciate their time and attention. They've got really good customer service. So anyhooter, I just wanted to give you a look-see at how things look today, Wednesday. I believe it's the 18th of February. And yeah, I just continue on. Oh, I got to show you guys something else super cool though. Okay, let me put my paintbrush down. Center screen, do you see that wooden sash window? So many of you, of my friends on the East Coast and in the South, have those on their homes still, if you haven't replaced them. They're lovely. Anyhow, I found one of my buy and sell groups on Facebook. There was a woman who had 30 of these windows for $90. So that ends up being, what? Do the math, $3 per window. Well, I bought them all, and I'm going to use these windows in a class where we adhere glass and other things to the window, and you make something you would hang in your house, and light's going to come through it, and it'll be just lovely. So anyhow, score, hello, that is really going to make that class easier because I have a bunch of windows and they're all exactly the same size. So people don't have to go out and find their own window. That's cool. So anyhow, that's all that's been going on here recently, and I am going to get back to painting. Okay, so you guys know, any of you that have been watching the past few videos, that I just loved this advertisement for Dixie Belle, what? Dixie Belle, some kind of, probably bourbon, I'm gonna guess. Anyhow, so that, somebody told me that is Carolina Jessamine. And take a look what I just found. Well, Heidi ho! I found two Carolina Jessamine vines for sale when I went over to the Home Depot. And I thought, you know what? That is the perfect thing to plant on my fence. They should do well here. And yeah, loving my Carolina Jessamine. Okay, I think I finally have enough glitter. This is the floor completely dried and a couple days toward being cured. It's exactly what I was hoping for. I could, invest another $100 and lay down more glitter. I don't think I need to though. I think, just sort of scanning what the floor looks like. I think this is good. I really love how this little rainbow of glitter follows you around as you move positions under the lights. I just think that's really neat. I'm just loving it. Just loving it. So between now, I'm going to turn around and look at you. Okay, so between now and when the rest of this top coat paint ships in, I'm kind of stuck. I can't move anything back over on this side until I've got the clear coat on. So I'm taking a little step back. I'm paying some bills. I'm going to do some cleaning at my house. My tweaked back is a little less tweaked, but it still bothers me, but so what? I'll work through that. And I've been ordering some stuff. On Monday, Grant and I are going to drive about 2.5 hours south of where I live to a little town called Shafter, California, little farming town. And a guy there in Shafter is selling burlap bags that have the imprint of their company. They grew potatoes, I guess. And these bags have never been used. He's got them in big bundles. And he's selling them for $1 a piece or 33 cents a piece if I buy an entire bundle. And a bundle is about 350 or 400 pounds worth of bags for $300. So I may go ahead and buy those because burlap sacks are hard to find, number one. The ones that are real, that actually come from real farm applications. And they are freaking expensive. I found some good deals on, old burlap bags that are pretty neat. Problem is they're far away from me. I like in other states. And so finding this opportunity so close was kind of cool. I probably won't buy a bundle. I'll probably just buy 100 bags to start with and see what happens. But I want to use them. I want to continue to use them for applications like what you see behind me here, doing, decor. I want to use them in, what do you call that? Upholstery for display furniture. I want to use them. I want to cover different kinds of furniture with them and use them for crafts. So I think at $1 a bag, that is a real good deal. So if I do a craft workshop that requires a bag or two per workshop participant, that is an inventory cost that's inexpensive, easy for me to do. So I think I may do that. I also ordered some resin. I'm dying to make stuff, put, you know, flowers and insects and all kinds of stuff in resin. I'm dying to give that a try. There's a YouTube channel called Artsy Mad Woman, and she's delightful and has really been a source of incredible information about the materials, how the stuff acts, what happens when you mess up and why, all that sort of thing. And there's a ton of resin channels on YouTube. This particular woman, I really like them. So I'm going to be ordering some stuff from her Amazon page. I'm going to get my alcohol inks from her, and then also the casting resin through her. At least to start with. I don't know, I might find my own thing that I like better later, but right now I'm going to start with her stuff. Again, the other thing that I really want to learn to make is soap. Although I ordered 140 assorted blocks of, or bars of handmade soap from a distributor. And it's the kind of stuff where you put your own label on it. It just comes, you know, packed. I don't even think it's wrapped. So I'll come up with some kind of a label or some sort of a packaging for that. And over in the bathroom section of my store, I will have all that soap plus my own bath salts and things that I make. So I'll have that, the good smelling soap corner of my store. I'm looking forward to that. Then eventually I'd like to be able to make my own soap. But right now, it makes more sense for me just to buy some inventory. See how it sells. If it doesn't sell well, I can always have my friend take it to the local craft shows, and we can get rid of it that way. Let's see, what else have I done recently? Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to change hands because my arm is about ready to die. I really need to get my dang selfie stick out. If it's not one thing, it's another. So it's clouding up here. It's threatening to rain. It probably won't, or if it does, it's not gonna rain enough, which is so frustrating. We need the water so badly. And yeah, so I'm just kind of I'm taking a little bit of a breather in terms of all the hard work, although I'm going to paint my fireplace, and I'm going to paint the surround black, I've decided. And I don't think I'm going to put any glitter on it. I think I'm going to leave it just black, at least for now. Oh, I wonder if my concrete planters are still outside on either side of my door. We brought them over yesterday. We didn't glue them down or anything. And I told Grant, man, I said, listen, when we get back over here, if those concrete planters are still here, let's epoxy them to the cement. So let's go see if they're still there. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm using my rolling chair. I use my rolling chair as often as possible, because when I'm not using it, I'm, you know, lifting something that's too heavy, or I'm on my hands and knees on the floor or something. So I'm getting smart, trying to rest my knees. Okay, let's see if they're still. Yep, they are. Yeah, they are. They're both here. So I'll let you guys see what they look like. So I have these whiskey half barrels on either side of the door, but I brought these Coolio concrete planters that I think are so neat. These have been in my upper garden for years, you know, before my mom got sick, before my mom and dad got sick. So they've just been sitting there in the dirt, not doing anything. And I decided, you know what, I think I need to put them on either side of my door. So I'm going to get them positioned perfectly. I'm going to epoxy them to the cement, and then I'm going to do some sort of little floral arrangement in them, possibly something that goes up high that I've got maybe ivy or something growing on. And then I'm going to put my whiskey half barrels in a different location, and I think I'm going to go ahead and plant sunflowers in those right now, so, or within the next week. So anyhow, that's that, and I will talk to you guys later.